guys, okay, today I will be reviewing something I've been so excited to review. It is the Zipadee-Zip. A lot of people have seen this on Shark Tank, different reviews on YouTube, and a lot of people just word of mouth that this is a great product that I'm so excited to be reviewing. It is really good to transition from a Swaddle to the Zipadee-Zip, and why I personally like it a lot. Now I have two Zipadee-Zips. This is the one I purchased last month. I purchased this one. It is the giraffe print. Looks like this, and it has just a simple zipper, nothing that you have to Velcro, anything like that, button or anything. It's just one simple zipper, and it's nice because it has this little flap thing that goes over the zipper, so it's not going to hurt your baby's neck or anything or scratch it. You just pull that to the side and simple zipping it down and up. And what's great is your husband or anyone that's watching your baby that's going to be using the Zipadee-Zip isn't confused, because I know when my son was in the Swaddle, I had to actually tell them and show them how to swaddle him properly and everything like that. So this makes it so super easy. So this is the one that I purchased, and before I was actually going to purchase one, I searched for one for probably about a month and a half, and they were out of stock on their site, and I could not find it anywhere. The only place I could find it was on eBay for like $70, which that was very expensive. I wasn't going to pay $70. So when I found this in stock, I went ahead real quick and purchased it for myself, well, for my son, and we've been using it ever since. So this is the one we got, and then I actually contacted the owners, and I was asked them if they'd be willing to work with me and be able to do a giveaway for you guys. So I'm super excited about this. You guys are going to have a chance to win a free Zipadee-Zip, any choice of design that you like. So this is the one that they actually sent me, and this is the one that I actually wanted in the beginning, but they were out of stock on this one, so it's the monster one. Looks like that. So cute. Same thing again. Flaps over and then zip down or up. So I really like this print. I think it's so cute. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the features of the Zipadee-Zip. Now the main point of the Zipadee-Zip is to feel like they are in the womb. Kind of like when you have a baby and they have that startle reflex where they'll just startle themselves and wake up and they can't put themselves back to sleep yet. So this makes it where they always feel like they're in a womb, because there's edges on each side. So it always makes them feel like, reminds them like they're in the womb. So kind of like when you're in your mommy's belly and you go to reach or stretch, you feel the edge of their stomach. So it kind of mimics that, where they reach, they stretch, and then they feel the edges of the Zipadee-Zip, and then they can go back to sleep. So another thing I think that's really nice, because I have watched my son startle in the Zipadee-Zip and then be able to put himself back to sleep, which before he wasn't able to do that. It's very easy to put on, and it's made of 55% cotton and 45% monoacrylic. It's really soft, kind of just reminds me of like a t-shirt, kind of like a really thin blanket, and it's super nice. They come in 29 different designs, which is awesome. It's not just like the regular Swaddle where there's like 3 different designs, 4 different designs to choose from. These come in so many different designs, unisex, gender, Pacific. It also is available in flannel and fleece. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of the things that make this my favorite sleeping product that I've ever used. I love that it's so easy to put on, just because I'm used to the Swaddle where you cross it, you zipper it, you cross it, you snap it, and the whole Velcro and all that stuff. So this is really nice that it's just easy, especially at night when you're changing them. You don't have to worry about waking them up, taking the Velcro off. It's just a simple zip, get to their diaper, so it makes it really nice. And it's your choice of whether, what you want to put underneath. I have my son in a onesie and a light pair of pajamas, or if it's a little bit colder, I'll put the regular, like warmer pajamas on, and then this. You don't want to dress them too warm at night, because cooler temperatures are safer for babies. I love that this allows my son to pick up his binky if he drops it, so he's able to kind of use like a clamp movement that he's able to use, kind of just clamps his binky and can put it back in his mouth, which is really nice, because in the Swaddle he wasn't able to do that. Another thing I love is with the Swaddle, it can be really dangerous if they're trying to turn over and they're not able to get from their their belly to their back to flip back over. So this makes it where they're able to lift themselves up, roll over safely, and back again. So that's one of my favorite things, because now that he's able to roll over, he is a tummy sleeper. So I know if he wants to go back to his back, he's able to safely roll over, no problem, and won't get stuck. It prevents your baby from scratching their face. I know when I was trying to go from his swaddle to non-swaddling, I just used where he put his arms down and the Velcro, how we swaddle them. I would do it under his arms so his arms were still free, and I still had problems with him scratching his face. I'd use the mittens and then they'd fall off and he'd scratch himself and then he'd end up crying. So this is great because his arms are still free like he likes, but he doesn't have to wear mittens, and I don't have to worry about them coming off and him scratching his face. So that's another great feature that this allows your child to keep his hands free, but not where he will go ahead and scratch his face. Another great thing about these are, it's so nice to bring to the doctors. You know, when you have to undress your baby, keep them in their diaper, you can just take your baby, undress them, put them in their diaper, and then put them in the Zipadee-Zip where the doctor can unzip it and easily examine your child without them being freezing cold, especially now in the wintertime. You can also put your child in their car seat in the Zipadee-Zip. So say they fell asleep and you really need to go, you can just pick them up from their nap or wherever they are in their Zipadee-Zip and put them safely in their car seat. So it's not like a swaddle where their feet are completely together. This spreads kind of like a flying squirrel look where their limbs are out and you can easily put them in their car seat without taking them out of the swaddle. Now for the sizing of the Zipadee-Zips. They range from small to large, and there's a pretty big difference between medium and large. So if your child is under 18 pounds, you're going to want to go for the size small. I purchased size medium because my son is 17 pounds, so that would be 1 more pound until he would go up to the medium. So if your child is younger than 6 months or weighs less than 18 pounds, definitely purchase the size small. The small is from babies from 12 pounds to 18 pounds, which would be 2 months to 6 months, and it is up to babies of 28 inches tall. Now they recommend you start with the size small because there's more of a resistance in the arm of the width of them. That way they feel more secure like they are in the womb. You don't want to put them in a huge Zipadee-Zip where the point of it is to feel secure and feel like they're in a womb and to feel their edges. So you want to make sure you're getting the right size for your child. So definitely if your baby is small or under the 18 pounds, get the size small. That way they're able to fit their hands to the edges and they can feel the edge of the Zipadee-Zip. For the size medium, you'd be from 6 months until 12 months. So that's a great length of time that they're able to wear the same Zipadee-Zip, especially the medium, because that's when they're not growing as fast as when they were born to 6 months. So that would be between 19 and 26 pounds and up to 32 inches tall. Now at 6 months, your baby's startle reflex dropped drastically. I can tell that my son, he'll startle once in a while, but definitely not as much as he used to. So again, the size medium is the size that he wears, and he's 6 months, so the size medium fits him great, and you can tell he still has a ton of room in the length, so he'll be able to wear this for a long time, which I'm happy because a few of the swaddles that we've gotten are pricey and he wasn't able to wear them long because he is tall. Now for the large size, that is for babies 12 months to 28 months, and that would be between 26 and 34 pounds. So you're able to put a pretty large child in this, and now again, they're not recommended to go to the small to the large because the medium and large are a huge difference in sizes. So definitely don't skip from small to large. You definitely want to go from small, medium to large. Or if you're deciding that you want to get it for your baby when there would be size medium, definitely start at the medium and then go to the large. And the size large is not meant to be transitioned from the swaddle to the Zipadee-Zip because you want the baby to feel their edges, and that's the purpose of the Zipadee-Zip. So definitely make sure, again, you're getting your size correct for your child. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I personally use for my son for what he used while he was sleeping, whether that be a blanket, the swaddle, or any type of thing that I used to put him in to sleep with. Since birth, my son has been swaddled in some sort of way. In the beginning, we use either a muslin blankie or kind of like the blanket that they give you in the hospital. And you do, the swaddle wrap. And personally, I wish I never did this wrap because he was a strong little guy and he was always, no matter how tiny he made it, he was always able to get his hands undone and would end up scratching his face. So I really wish I just skipped this part and went right to a regular swaddle because he was always able to get out of this and he didn't sleep as good. I don't know why I would always swaddle him right. I'd watch YouTube videos to make sure I swaddled him right, but I always have problems with him getting out of it. So then I stopped swaddling him in the blankets and I went to a regular swaddle. This is the swaddle I got, and this is fleece, and this is meant to be for a newborn, 8 pounds to 13 pounds. So this is what he wore, and this is in newborn size, and you can see that this has zipper at the bottom. You put him in, you'd zipper it closed, and then you would Velcro it. So you'd put, and it has instructions right on here. You just flap one side over, under his side, and then the other over, and you make sure you tuck his arms in. So his arms would be completely tucked inside where he wouldn't be able to get him out. And this swaddle worked really good for him. And then when I tried to transition him out of this swaddle and put his arms out, we had a lot of trouble because he was able to scratch his face and I'd have to put mittens on him, which would end up falling off. So I went from this, which is newborn size, to this. Now this I could not find in a bigger size, so I just had to get a regular cotton one, which this is my least favorite swaddle that I've ever used. This swaddle, you better be explaining how you use this to your husband or your mother-in-law or your mom. This thing is confusing. So what you do, there's no zipper in this. You'd slip them in, you'd pull this part all the way up. Same concept, put over, and Velcro. But the reason I didn't like this one is because he would always be able to find a little hole just like that and get his arm out and try to pull it off. So that didn't work. And this is a size large, and my son still likes to feel secure. So once he was able to roll over and everything, which is really dangerous to swaddle them when they're able to roll over, because if they're rolling over to their stomach, they can get stuck and not be able to breathe properly with their face, their hands down and everything. So I definitely was looking into something else. And I've also tried the Merlin's Magic Sleep Suit. Now this worked a little bit, but not for very long. He grew out of this so quick because he was in the 90th percentile for height, and he grew out of this so fast, and this was not cheap. I think this was about $40 to $45, so it definitely wasn't that cheap, and he couldn't use it long. This is recommended 3 to 6 months. My son's 6 months, and there's no way he was fitting into this after like 4 months. When he was learning to roll over, he did not like that he could not roll over in this. His arms, the arm width is really short. The legs are just really short. And again, you feel like you're in a pillow, but if your child wants to roll over, it's harder for him to roll over in something so thick like this. And I was afraid of him being too warm. So I would feel his hands, he'd have to be mittens on. And I don't know, I just really didn't love this. I felt like it worked for a little bit, but then again, he grew out of it so fast where it didn't seem to work for very long. So after using this and this, I decided to go for a Zipadee-Zip. Now, when I found they were in stock, I quickly purchased one because I could not wait to see how this worked for my son. We just recently transitioned my son from the co-sleeper in our room, the arms-reach co-sleeper, to his crib. Now the crib is a way bigger place to move around and everything than the co-sleeper. He wasn't able to roll around. So when I transitioned him, it's probably been 2 weeks, he was able to roll over in this safely, and I used to wake up with him every 2.5 to 3 hours. Now he is sleeping about probably 8-hour stretches, and he's even slept from 7 to 7. So whether it's I'm doing sleep routine, I definitely think that the swaddle is helping him because he'll roll over and he feels secure, where it's not just like he's lost in this little crib, this huge crib. So I definitely think that the Zipadee-Zip has helped his sleep transition that much more of him being a good sleeper. Now for the price. These retail for $36.95. So I definitely think it's worth every penny. Now for the Merlin sleep suit, you were getting between $40, I want to say it was $40 to $45. I'm not 100% sure on the price, but it was definitely up there. So this is $36.95. A little pricey, you might think, but think about your child being able to wear this from age 6 months until a year old. So you're going to be able to use this for a very long time. And I definitely recommend having more than one, because when one got dirty, I had to have it at night to use, so I needed another one. So I'm so thankful that they sent me a free Zipadee-Zip, because I love them and I definitely recommend them. And we don't go a nap or a night without using the Zipadee-Zip now. For the flannel and fleece, I think the fleece, they have 5 different designs for the fleece, and I think one for the flannel that I've noticed. And they are both $38.95. So a little bit pricier, but they will definitely keep your child warm. They also do have a flying squirrel one. It's called Flying Squirrel, and it is for an older child where they can keep their hands out. So their hands aren't meant to feel the edges. It's kind of just like the same type of design, just where you'd have little like cufflinks like that, and then their hands and their feet could come out so they could walk around in it, but still kind of wear a little blankie. So I think that's really nice for an older child. Now the people that sell these are only Zipadee-Zip.com, because they don't have any stores that you can get them at yet. I have noticed a few on eBay, but again, they are way more expensive than on their site. And if you do see a design that are out of stock, they ask you to email them, because I'm sure they will be able to get them in stock for you and be able to ship it to you. They're so great on responding back to you, and they really, really want to know what you guys think of their product, and they just use word of mouth to get their business. So I think that's really great, and it's done so well. Now for the track record, I usually go on Amazon.com and see everyone's reviews, but since it's only sold on their site, I wasn't able to find a ton of reviews on the product, but all their testimonies, people swore by the Zipadee-Zip, and I can definitely agree with them. I will not put my child to sleep without the Zipadee-Zip. And my final thoughts are, it's worth every penny. Again, it's $36.95, so you might be thinking, that's expensive. I can use a blanket, like a muslin blanket. But I'm telling you, I swear by this. This is such an amazing product. I will continue to use it, and I'm probably going to need to get another one, because I want to make sure I have one everywhere we go. So I will definitely be purchasing more of these, and however long they last, I will definitely, if one gets too soiled, I will definitely be getting another one of these. So I definitely recommend them, and again, they're a great product. I'm so thankful that they decided to do a giveaway for you guys. I'm so excited for this, and I know a lot of you are too, and have messaged me and asked about it. If you want to enter to win a chance to win a Zipadee-Zip, all you need to do is make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below saying Zipadee-Zip please, and also go to their website that I will link in the description box, and share their page with some sort of social media, whether it being Facebook or Instagram. So make sure you do that to enter. That's all the things you need to do to enter a free Zipadee-Zip. And you have 1 week until the giveaway is closed. So next Tuesday, instead of a review, I will be announcing the Zipadee-Zip giveaway winner. So definitely look out for that. And I'm really excited about this, and you guys know who watch my vlogs that I use this every day, and I love this product, and a lot of you guys have asked me about it, so I'm so excited to be reviewing it. But okay, you guys, I hope if you were thinking about purchasing a Zipadee-Zip that this kind of made you go for that leap and purchase one, because I love ours, and my son really seems to like it as well, especially that he's able to grab his binky. So leave a comment down below if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I put out vlogs every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sunday for updates, and Tuesday for Review Time Tuesdays. Alright guys, have a good day. Bye!